And this drought is the state of the people in a territory in Ethiopia known as Ogaden. The people here are ethnic Somalis, and the drought has hit them even harder than Somalia. But I'm sure that most of the people here, I mean, everybody here obviously knows about Ogadenia, but I'm sure a lot of the other people who aren't here, the everyday American citizens that aren't here, they aren't here because they don't know what's going on. And since many of these people don't know of what's going on in the region, or maybe even never heard of the region, they don't know that almost all of our aid money and food that has been sent to Ogaden was intercepted by the Ethiopian government, and none of it has gotten to the people. In fact, the Ethiopian government has even banned all NGOs and other organizations like Red Cross from giving out food, water, or medical supplies. The famine in the Horn caused by the current drought is the first time the international community has become aware of the Ogaden region. But this famine is not the reason the people are dying of starvation. In fact, all the famine has done is give the Ethiopian government another weapon to use against the people. What is happening right now, where we all live comfortably, is a hidden, silent genocide in Ethiopia. For the last 27 years, there's been a group called the ONLF fighting for freedom from this oppressive regime. Some of the common practices of the Ethiopian army against the innocent people are torture, rape, mutilation, assassination, and complete annihilation of entire towns and cities. And what I can almost guarantee is that since most people have never heard of this region, they've never heard of these events happening. So why isn't a genocide of this magnitude in the spotlight? Why is there so much aid and help going to all these other suffering people, but not the people of the Ogaden who've been suffering way longer than this current drought? The answer is simple. The Ethiopian regime keeps everything under closed doors because they have declared the ONLF a terrorist group. And because they have declared them a terrorist group, that means they can keep out any aid, any help, any support from anybody without any questions asked. I'm going to read a direct quote. This came from ONLF.org. It was on the BBC Newsnight investigative report, Ethiopia using aid as a weapon of repression. I'm sure a lot of people have read this report or at least heard about it. All right. The BBC Newsnight investigative report titled Ethiopia Using Aid as a Weapon of Repression, aired on the 4th of August 2011, represents an accurate portrayal of the state of affairs in Ethiopia and correctly represents the conduct of the regime led by Meles Zenawi as it relates to using food aid as a weapon of repression. The report detailed how international humanitarian assistance has been politicized by the regime, noting how needy civilians considered to be opponents of the regime's policies are systematically denied much-needed humanitarian aid. The broadcast showed Ogaden civilians describing rape and torture at the hands of this regime, many fleeing to refugee camps in neighboring Kenya.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Magacaygu waa Saciid Muumin. Waxaan halkan u joogaa maanta inaan ka mudaharaado heshiiska ay noo galeen Ethiopia iyo China, kaasoo ah China inay ooyinka qaato Ethiopia oo dadka shacabkeeda la xasuuqaan. Si aad ayaan uga soo horjeedaa codkayga waxaan Mareykanka ugu weynaynayaa inay wax nagala qabtaan ama naga caawiyaan dhibaatooyinka Ethiopia lagu haysto.
Nowhere is suffering at the hands of this regime more severe than in the Ogaden, where food aid has been used as a weapon of repression for years. So I'll ask you again, why haven't we heard about the problems in this region? Is it because the ethnicity of those being killed? Is it because of their religion? Or is it because there's no direct interest to the foreign policy in America? Perhaps it is not the region is ignored, maybe it's the fact that there's nothing noteworthy or quote-unquote newsworthy value to our current rating system to what's in and out. What's going to make our news more popular? Maybe that's why they don't care. It took years before the hidden genocide in Darfur was revealed. And it was only revealed because the concerned people in America and other communities across the world took interest to uncover the truth and make a difference. The facts are all before you. Now it's time to act and make a difference. So on behalf of the I Care campaign and all the voiceless people in the Ogaden, I urge you, please join our cause. Be the voice of the voiceless. Help eliminate this genocide from the world and make a better place for all of us. It is people like you who have helped with so many other crises in the world. So please, help us stop this humanitarian catastrophe and inhuman genocide. Thank you so much for your time today. May peace be with you all.
Stop the blockade!